Right, hi guys. I'm just going to give things a few minutes. People a few minutes because I know Mandy's been on live and she said she was going to close it at 2:30. So I'll just give everybody a minute. Oh, I'm a bit out of breath. I've just been and got some juice in the kitchen and I'm out of breath. Oh, things have been getting on my chest lately. Not being good, but I would just like to start by apologising. I haven't been around for a while, not done lives, not had videos. The reason is I've had some family issues, so I had to go away for a week because my dad was really poorly, he got sent to hospital, and then he had to come home, and they just needed a little bit of support with my mum and dad. And then when I came back, I ended up with a tummy bug, so I haven't been around for about 2-3 weeks. I think I managed to get one video up and running in between all of that. Hiya Mandy, hiya Mia, thank you for joining me. Hiya Annie. So as I say, this is the first live in a while. Well, first live since my last one, which I can't remember when it was. But I've got Mr. Postman's been quite regularly to my house. I've got a little pile here, and it's just been before I came live, so that's even better. So I've got hiya Dean, so I've got lots to show you. Should we just get straight into it? Thank you, Mia. Thumbs up, everybody. That would be lovely. So let's start just at the top of the pile. We have, I've got a thing about hippos. I don't know whether I've mentioned it before, but I have a collection of hippos, and I really like hippos. And I saw this mold. It's actually for a money box. How it works as a money box, I'm not too sure. But that's it there. So this bit here is where the money will sit, and it comes down here. There's a slot there, and that'll go into here. So the money will go into this bit here. And then you've got your hippo. So we'll see how that works out. I'm going to do some resin hopefully tomorrow, although I do have my craft box to sort out tomorrow because I've got a load of things to put in it. So that's my hippo mold. So we'll look forward to seeing how that turns out. I'll leave that till last. And that till later. I also got this mold the other day. I've been looking at these for a while. And it's a light bulb. So you get 2 light bulb molds. I'll just move you down a bit like this. Yeah. You get 2 light bulb molds. Which is good. It's nice to have more than one. Because there's 2 different shapes, that's why. You've got your candle type shape, cylinder shape, and then you've got your standard light bulb shape. And then it comes with all the ends, the light bulb ends, and it has some connectors here with some batteries. So we get 4 electrical parts, and you get 4 batteries, and then you get 2, 4, 6, 8, you get 10 of the ends, and then the 2 molds. Can't remember how much they are, but if anybody's interested, I can send a link for them. So that's not a bad little kit. So I've been looking at those for a while and wanted to see how they were. So I thought, right, I saw it at a reasonable price. So I thought, we'll have a go at them. I got these the other day, and they're the canvas tote bags. Really like the tote bags. They seem to be a good quality, and they've got some nice patterns on them. The bags are canvas, They've got a decent handle. They're a decent sort of grip to them, strength to them, and so that's that one. So this is just a flower pot of lilies, stargazer and joy lilies. Then we have this one, which is, if I remember correctly, it's an owl. I do have some more of these coming, especially one of the bee, because the bee was really popular. They come with a whole kit. So inside the bag, you get your diamonds. So you get like an inventory sheet, because the symbols are all shapes and like symbols. So you get a sheet there with all of those on. You've got your DMC codes, which is always good to have in the special drills, most of them. You get your tray, your wax and your pen, and then you get your diamonds. And there's often some nice special diamonds in there. These are mainly rhinestones. So that's nice. And this one's, as I said, I'll just put that all back in there. And all the stuff comes inside the bag, so you can keep it in there, it won't get lost. And that's an owl. So once I've done these, I will review them once they've been done. And then I'm hoping to sell them completed for anybody who's interested in having one. Then we got this, which I think is another diamond painting. Yes, it's another one of the bags. This one looks like it's more of a, this is more of a plasticky bag. And it has, again, obviously you've got all your diamonds, you've got your tray. This one comes with baggies. And that's that there. I think it's some kind of, it's a cat. That's a cat. And then on the back, it's got your 2021. So you know what year you got it from. It's got a background on it of leaves and things, which is quite nice. So it's not just a plain background, but then the centerpiece here is what you actually paint. Needs flattening under some books or something really to start with. But this is the bit that colours here. Around these bits here. Cat, this bit here, and this bit here. And then the cat. No, you haven't missed much of my Mr. Postman today, Jackie. I'm just really starting. So that's that one. And then, oh, this one seems a heavy package. So let's see. I did order a few canvas bags. So hopefully, yeah, these are more of those. So this one looks like a butterfly. And again, they're quite a sturdy canvas bags, a little bit squarer this one, and that's the butterfly. And again, everything comes inside the bag. And I like the little inventory, these little inventory strips that you get. It doesn't waste paper because it's just small. It's not on an A4 sheet. And then you can put this in a logbook, which is what I will do. So I'll use it, but then I'll also put it in a logbook, and I'll put a little review in the logbook as well. Although I seem to have lost the one I've been using, so I may have to order another one. But I do keep all of these to keep a log of what I've done, what I haven't done, and what I've thought of each item that I've done. And I do have a system where I code everything, like give it a mark out of, I don't know how many, depending on drills, labelling, stickiness, that kind of thing. Then we got this one, which is another, a lot of these came in twos, if I remember correctly, and then some came singly. So there's another bouquet of flowers. These bags have nothing on the back, these canvas bags. It's just the plasticky ones that have the back. With 2021 in. And then we have this one. Oops, upside down. There we go. Another floral one. Yeah, this one's roses, which is quite nice. And I try and put them back in. The stickiness always seems to stick to the... Right, then we've got this nice big box here, which is from Arteza, and I think I know what this is. I got offered a while ago some micro powders from Mandy, a friend of Mandy kindly sent me in the right direction. But unfortunately at the time, something went wrong with the connection and we couldn't actually make the transaction. Why, I don't know. It was just, but I got so wanting the idea of, hiya Jackie, wanting the micro powders, I'd actually ordered them myself, and I think it cost me like £7 more than what I was offered originally for them. Will come in handy. So this is what I got. 60 colour micro powders in premium. Let's see how they come in the box. It's a nice sturdy box. Right, that's nice. They come in nice little bottles, so that'll be easy for storage and easy for using, because you just need to dip your brush in or pour a little bit out, and then you've got a cap rather than baggies and things like that. So that's nice. They give you some important information. The pigments are packaged according to weight, not volume. Some pigments are naturally heavier than others and can settle over time. So some of the jars might look like there's more in than others, but it's the weight of the powder. So as it shows there, all of them can look slightly different in how much powder there's in the jar, but in actual fact the weight's all the same, so that's good to know. It comes with a little spoon, which is nice. So you get your little spoon there. And then there's the colours, and I'm not quite sure whether you can see the array of colours that you've got in there. And then, as always, with all of Arteza, they do have a colour chart on the back of the box to tell you what colours are in there, and it has a little square to show you what colour that is. So that's always nice to have, so you can give an idea of what colour you're going to get. So that's that one. Then finally, I've been expecting this for ages now, is the Easy One subscription box. So let's see what we have in this month. This is September's box. I've changed the date of the subscription, so it comes now at the end of the month rather than earlier in the month. So let's see what we have in the box today. Where's our little letter? Here we go. As always, we get a little letter with the box to say what's in it. So this is September box. Hammer the nails into the pre-made holes, follow the patterns with yarn, and watch as a beautiful work of art appears under your fingers. The succulent plant string kit is a lot of fun for crafters, a great activity to do with the family. The hammer is not included. Well, that's a shame, isn't it? Fancy not including a hammer. If you need a hammer, you should have a hammer. That's a bit of a disappointment. Going to have to have words, no hammer included. That's a point, off point, minus point. Create a truly unique place to record your thoughts, or create a diary with this diamond painting notebook, butterfly notebook. The possibilities are endless. Now, I have done notebooks before and they really are nice. We're getting closer to that time of year full of giving. So what better way to package presents and decorate than with these cute diamond painting birthday themed tags? Okay. Lisa, please look forward to the October box, which is full of new and exciting items. What they did this year for October is instead of, they asked people whether they wanted a Halloween themed box, which I thought was nice because I don't actually do Halloween. So rather than me get a box which was full of stuff that I probably wouldn't use, which is fine because I just give it away, but it's nice that they took that on board and said, well, not everybody does Halloween, so let's find out who wants a Halloween themed box and who doesn't. So that's what I did this time. So I'm looking forward to the October box to see what actually they pack in it. If they want any feedback, give it to the Easy Win. Well, we'll be feeding back that hammer is necessary. Not everybody has a hammer. Not everybody's DIY. So some people might need a hammer. So I think we should have a hammer in the box. Definitely need a hammer. How much did they cost? £37.99, I think it was, for the Arteza, which I didn't think was a bad price for micro powders, especially Arteza, because Arteza can be a bit more expensive. Oh, she's still selling the box. Oh, well, if I'd known, I would have got back in touch and seen whether we could organise the transaction again. I just assumed she'd have sold it. I should have asked you first. Never mind. They are a good set, and she is offering it at a reduced price. So if anybody is interested, they can save about £10 asking this lady. So it is worthwhile asking if anybody's interested. No, it wasn't on Amazon. It was via the Arteza shop. I have bought a few things from Arteza. I've got some acrylic paints. I've got some, I think I bought some inks from them. Brushes. Was it brushes from Arteza? Notepads, the canvas paint pads. They were really good. What I'm intending on doing is I've got some designs of my own for diamond painting. And what I'm going to do, and I've got some double-sided adhesive. So what I'm going to do is do my own pattern on the canvas, put the double-sided adhesive and then attach using my stash and make my own pictures. There is apps on the phone for cross stitch and things like that on you can get for apps for phones. Of course, I can send you the link on Twitter. No bother. I will be putting pictures of some of this stuff on Twitter to show what I've gotten. So let's dig further into the box. So as always, I have a square and I have a round diamond painting. And it could be any theme because I chose them to choose the theme for me in both sections because you've got two choices. And so you could have a choice of two themes if you wanted, or have two themes, or you could have any of the themes sent to you at any particular time. So they mix and mash them up and send you just two canvases from any of the set themes twice. Or you can choose one of the set themes, then you have a second choice and a second choice for the set themes, if that makes sense. And I thought, well, I like categories from all of those themes, so I just ticked any on both sections. So I get two paintings from any of those themes. I hope that makes sense. That's the best way I can think about of explaining it. So on this one, I've got another mandala, which let me just check. 1, 5. This is 5168. So the mandala is round on this one. So that's the mandala. So it comes with your kit, your diamond painting kit. In this case, you get tweezers, you get a pen with a squishy, a nice boat with a tube and some decent amount of wax because you've got two. This is for two diamond paintings. So you get the tweezers because you've got a square painting in there. So that's that one. It's got 32 colours. It's a 40 by 30. The symbols don't look too bad, except we have a number 6 for 27, which is a bit, If you want a number 6, it should be number 6. I hate that when they give you a number that's different to the number corresponds to, because you look for number 6 and then you just pick up number 6 as in the drill number 6 instead of looking at the symbol number 6, which can be difficult sometimes because these are just numbered 11, 12, so they're numbered according to this down here, this number. So you're looking for symbol 6 and you can pick up number 6 by mistake, when in actual fact symbol 6 is right down here at number 27. So that is a minus point for me. I don't like that. But some people it might not bother, but to me it boggles the mind a little bit. So there are your drills. So we have a nice mandala in oranges, yellows, greens. So obviously that they changed the way they number them. It looks like they might have the DMC codes on as well. Although the DMC codes are on there, and you do have the quantity of drills you should have as well on the side of the canvas, which is good to have. I don't know what the 1 to 5 or 1 to 7 stands for. But that's that one. And then we have the square drills. So this is going to be a nice colourful one. And this is actually a butterfly, I think. Yes. So we have a butterfly on the seashore. Different, let's see how you can see that better. Yeah. Again, this is a 30 by 40, but this one has 35 colours. Symbols are very similar to the last one. The canvases are double-sided adhesive, which isn't the best. They are much nicer when they are poured glue, and you can handle the kits a bit more aggressively when they're poured glue, whereas with a double-sided adhesive, you've got to be careful even after you've opened them. You've got to be careful how you handle them because you can cause creases in the glue, which then cause rivers and bubbles, and it can be a nightmare to do. Whereas the poured glue is a much more forgiving canvas. The canvases themselves are a bit rough, but they're not bad canvas, and they're a good size. The framing is usually not too bad to find a 30 by 40 frame, so that's not too bad. So that's our second painting. Right, let's see what else we've got in here. We have this must be the birthday tags. And in with the birthday tags, you have another kit, and this one comes with baggies. And then you have a rope. So this is obviously to tie your tags. And then the tags don't necessarily have birthday on them. They're just, so you could use them for other things other than birthdays. So we have a cupcake, and there's just bits of like card, like you would get for a normal gift tag. So they're just bits of card, and then they've got this, so they've got plastic cover on that you peel off, and then you can put your diamonds on. Let's see how sticky they are, because this has got to go through. Yeah, it's quite sticky, so that's good. I would still seal those. If you're sending it via post or it's going to be handled a lot, then it is worthwhile sealing them. And I will seal them with a polyacrylic gloss sealant that I got off Amazon. It's not a cheap sealant, but it does last a while. Then you have lollipop stick or a pinwheel. I'm not sure which it is. I think it's probably a lollipop stick. Then we have a hat, crown hat. We have a heart, a little heart balloon. Box, gift box. A cracker or a sweet. Is it a sweet or a cracker? Could be either or. Then we have another lollipop. We have another cracker. We have another balloon, which this one is the shape of a teddy bear. And then finally we have the big tag, which is the cake. We have one set of drills, so the symbols for each will go across all the tags. The big one's a bit bent, which is a shame. They're just standard drills. There is a few special drills in there that look like rhinestones. Yes, I am a bit addicted to diamond painting. How can you tell? So that's that. Diamond painting is the longest craft that I've done now. I've been diamond painting for about 7 years, since it really first started. I saw a kit on Wish, and I was like, what on earth is this diamond painting? It was called diamond embroidery as well at the time. I'm like, what is this diamond embroidery? Because it doesn't look like embroidery. They called it diamond embroidery cross stitch or diamond painting or diamond embroidery. There was lots of different names for it. And like, what exactly is it? So I bought a cheap kit off Wish, and as soon as I did it, I thought, I like this. It's easy. It keeps my mind occupied. You get a result very, very quickly. And I was knocking them out. So I've done well over 100 diamond paintings. In fact, probably I did 100 last year. So you can imagine how many I've done after doing 7 years. It's a good hobby. It kept me occupied in hospital for a long, long time because I've spent a lot of my life in hospital. I was in for 4 months once. No, 4 weeks, 1 month once, and I must have done about 5 diamond paintings while I was in there, and I gave one to each member of staff that was on that ward, because they all showed an interest, so they all got a diamond painting choice of their own. So then we have our book, which is that one. Again, this comes with a full pen kit, so you get your pen, your boat, it's one of those green boats though, and a bit of wax. And then you have your special drills. These always come out really nice. They're very sticky usually. The symbols, numbers and letters, they look very, very clear. Sometimes you can get a little bit of distortion in the symbols around the out edges, where it's not printed so well, but this one looks good. They're usually very sticky, but again, this is something I'll seal because it is something that's, yes, I am considering drawing my own creations. That's what I've got, canvas paper, and I've got some double-sided adhesive, Jackie, and I'm all ready to do my own kits. And you can get apps on your phone for cross-stitch patterns and things like that. So what you can do is transfer it onto a grid and then use that grid for your diamond painting. I've always found using cross-stitch grids actually work well, although some people say there's a different sort of ratio, but I've always found that the cross-stitch patterns work reasonably well. I have created my own, I have done, although I've just binned some the other day, I should have showed you. Some small sticker size, like an owl, and I did a turtle, some small sticker size designs that I did. And they worked out quite well, so that's why I was going to do the canvas. And I had in mind to do my sister's car. And I have the pattern and I have the canvas, and more than likely I have the stash of drills, but it's just the time involved and having the inclination to do it at that time. Diamond painting does seem to have taken a little bit of a backseat since I started doing resin, but whenever I'm getting the bags, anything different, I am tending to do those quite quickly. And then finally, there's this kit. So that's what we're doing. That will be what we're doing, little cacti or succulent. You get your threads. So we have 4 coloured threads there. We have your red, like a lovely bright green, and we have a darker green and a white, and it's like embroidery thread, but it's twisted and it's got a shine to it, so it's quite a nice thread. The bobbins that are on are plastic. They're a good quality bobbin, so when the threads used up, it would be ideal for doing other projects, using other, like re-threading them up. They've got 2 sections here to put the thread in to keep it in place when you're taking some off. And then we've got all the nails here, but no hammer. I'm very disappointed there's not a hammer. There should be a hammer. Even just one of those little tiny hammers, they would be an idea. You know, like one of the hammers that you get to do nuggets. And you got your tiny nails here. So that should be an interesting thing. I've never done anything like that before, so that should be an interesting. The only trouble is they never come with very good instructions. So you've got your pattern, which is tiny, and you've got your board with your pattern in it, but then it doesn't say where to put the threads. So if you're a beginner like me and you've not done it before, although you can go on their website and get some how-tos on their website, so that might be what to do. No, I haven't done any cross stitching, although I'm telling I have done some cross stitching, and I've been doing some black work, although I need to get back into my black work. I'm a bit behind with my peppermint purple. So that's that. So I will have a go at that. I may do some online. If I can get my recording stuff back up, I'll do a recording. If not, I might just do one on live, doing a chat with you. These notebooks are well worth it. Usually you can buy these notebooks for about anywhere between £7.99 and £15. They are leather, well, faux leather, and you can get them at various different pages. They're a nice quality book. They've got a good quality paper inside. This one's more for your drawing, although you could write in it, I suppose. You can get them lined, but they're few and far between with the lined ones. They tend to be the plain. They're very flexible, but sturdy at the same time. They tend to be, now I've opened it, they tend to be like very sticky. But do be careful when you peel the plastic off, because if you put this plastic back, if you peel it all off, then put it back the wrong way around, it will stick and it's really hard to get off. So be mindful of that. Always make sure you put it back on the way you've taken it off. Although they don't only take that long to do. I mean, the quickest I've done a notebook is half an hour, and the longest I think has taken me about 2 hours to do. So they're not, if you want a quick, fast project, these are ideal to do. They make lovely gifts. I've given quite a few away, and they've always had very, very positive results. So if you're looking for something for birthdays, Christmas, or anything like that, they're ideal gifts. And they're not expensive, as I say. You can get them from lots of different sites. You can get them from website, eBay, Amazon, Wish, Everyday, Easy Whim, Everyday deals or something like that. Diamond Painting UK, all of those different diamond painting companies, a lot of them sell these notebooks. Higher end ones don't tend to sell like the especially like the canvas bags and things like that. So you're looking at these, AliExpress will probably sell them. Lots of things like that. Wish, that you'll find them on lots of different sites. If anybody's interested, I can put some links up if they want me to. But as I say, they're very easily found. If you put diamond painting notebook in there, you'll get a few sites that'll come up with that. So that's the Easy Win subscription box. I'm quite happy with it this year. It's got a lot of, this month, it's got a lot of diamond painting stuff in, which I like. It's got 2 diamond paintings in that I like. The box always comes in sturdy, and when I've used it, I use it for lots of other different things. When your parcel comes, Bandy, it will be coming in an Easy Win subscription box like this. So if you're wondering what on earth is that, this is your happy mail from me. So that's all of the things that Mr. Postman's brought. So I thought I'd show you some of the results of some of the polishing that I've done as well. Now, you've seen the necklace. I think most of you have seen the necklace. I do have it to hand if you haven't. We decided in the long run that we're going to add a silver chain, but that's the necklace, that's the pendant, that's the way it turned out. After lots of work, polishing it, sanding it, getting it nice and smooth and shiny again. It's still got slight dullish tint to it, but I was quite happy with that. And I think once my buffer comes, if I buff it up a little bit more, then that'll be perfect. It's got a nice silver. Do you have to hide your craft supplies from your husband? No, I do sometimes, but he's pretty good. You see, my craft supplies are part of my mental health. I have been told by my mental health doctor that I need to keep my crafts going strong. So she suggested lots of different crafts, so to keep my mind occupied, because it tends to focus from one thing after another. I had a very high-paced job, very proactive, creative job, and she said to replicate that, I need to keep my mind busy. So he doesn't mind, because it's part of my therapy work, as long as I'm careful with what. So you might find Mr. Postman will be quite regularly, and then we won't hear from him for a while. But this lot, I won't be ordering again for some time now. I've still got some bits and bobs coming. That's very true. They know a happy wife is a happy life. I'm very, very sure about that. So this is the pendant I've done, and I'm really pleased with the way it's turned out in the end, because it did need a lot of work doing to it, and it has taken a lot of work to get it at that. The bail came, I just decided to use a very plain silver bail on the top, and we're going to add a silver chain. There was a discussion on whether we should add a black thong to it, but I've decided the silver chain will fit it better, as well as I've had. That's the majority of the decision that came up. So I'm quite pleased with that. Then these needed a little bit of work, which were the coaster sets. So these have been sanded down and polished, taken the sharp edges off. That one didn't need a lot of work doing to it, because there wasn't a lot wrong with it. So I'll just give it a bit of a sand and a buff, just to make it look more like the others. It has polished up nice, hasn't it, Annie? Then there's this one. Now this has come out lovely, because a lot of the dyes were quite strong on the front. So sanding it down has just taken the thing out of the dyes and softened them a little bit, giving it a two-tone colour, let the other colours show through, rather than it being all blue. And it's got a frosted look to it as well, which I like. The back's lovely and smooth, feels like glass. The edges have taken the sharpness off the edges, and it's nice and flat now, ready for any cup. I really like it, the way it's turned out. This is for an order. It's actually only my sister, but it's still an order. That's the other one. So again, it's got a slight frosted look, which is the look I was wanting. I could have continued on with some higher grits and got it a bit clearer, but I was quite happy with where it was. It still has been polished up. As I say, I'm very happy with the results. And then finally, this maple leaf, which again, I've taken all the sharp edges off, because this one was very sharp. And there's the back. And then you've got that nice swirl of the dyes at the front. So that's all I've been working on really late, is getting these sorted. Oh, that was something else that came. I don't know whether I showed these, but I also ordered some more UV resin. This one is 100ml bottles, so I've got 500ml. Can't remember the price, but each bottle comes with its own pointy lid, which you can screw on. I have been using it. It seems pretty easy to use. I'm in the process of doing another dragon, and I've just been topping up these dinosaur molds, doming them, because they're a little bit hollow in areas. They needed a good doming. So that's what I've been doing today, while I've been waiting, chatting with Mandy and that on her live. So what do you think, guys? I still have some more things coming, because I have a mould. I don't know whether you saw the last mould I bought, this one. It's a jewellery tree, necklace tree. and it's of a lady, and she's got flowers. It's sort of a lady stood in front of a tree with flowers coming out, and she's got flowers on her dress. It's really quite pretty. And then it's got a stand there, so it'll stand like that. My link up. Just a minute, Annie. So that's that one. Anybody else want to join? They're more than happy to do so. Please. I've shown you everything I want to do, so it's nice if we can have a chat now. So what I'm expecting as well is a deer, and it's got 2 sets of horns, so you can choose which set of horns you want to put on with it. One's just a basic doe with the short horns, and then the other's a proper stag with proper stag horns. So I'm expecting that, and I was hoping that's what that mould was today, but it turned out to be the hippo, which is just as exciting. So I must get on to doing some resin, because I've got lots of new moulds to try out with a bulb, this hippo, and then the jewellery tree. So I'm not sure about doing the UV resin for the jewellery tree. I'm not sure that I'll have the same sort of effect as what I had with the large coaster, where it just builds up and you get a big bubble underneath, because it's quite a big mould. So I'm thinking I'd rather just use the epoxy resin for that, rather than the UV. So that's what we've had today. So what have you got to show us, Annie?
You know, I said to you I sent you a link for UV resin on.
I got that, yes.
£2. It's 200 grams. £2.
£2.
I've just ordered it.
So where did you get that from?
I sent you a link for it on
Facebook. You did send me the link. You sent me the link.
It's from AliExpress. It's took quite a while to get here, and to be honest, I've written to them a couple of times and said I still haven't got it. Anyway, it came the other day, and I thought, if I knew I hadn't ordered any other from anywhere else other than Amazon. So I went back onto me AliExpress and had a look, and yes, it's that one, and it was £2. I think it was, I don't know if it was £2 or maybe £3, but it did 200 grams in it.
All right, Mia, thank you for joining.
Bye, Mia.
I really appreciate you popping in.
And I think it's a little bit of shipping, but nowhere near. I mean, I paid £18 for my 200 gram bottle from Amazon.
Right.
Granted, it was free delivery, but that's like 3 times that amount.
Right.
So I ordered 2 at the same time this time, because I thought they'd made a mistake when they, when they actually put it up. Yeah. I thought they'd made a mistake with price. I still do think they made a mistake with price, but I checked it again and they still haven't altered it. So I grabbed 2 more while I was at it. I just thought I'd show you that, because you're not going to get UV resin at that kind of money anywhere else that I can think of.
Well, I got this, this set here.
Yeah, you got lots of
this set here.
Yeah.
I got five bottles of 100 ml, and it cost me $19.99, and that was from Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah. No, are they different colours?
No, it's all white. It's all the same colour.
Oh, are they? Right. Well, I thought that
was as well for $13.99.
Under a fiver for a 200 gram bottle is ridiculous. So I got 2 more. I mean, I've just bought myself one from Amazon because I'd run out.
Right.
And I didn't know we're getting this. I thought it weren't going to come. I thought they're going to say they've made a mistake or whatever. Or they were at one point. It was telling me it was out for delivery, and it's been out for delivery for a month, and I still hadn't got it. So I contacted seller and I said, "This is telling me it's out for delivery. I'm getting parcels from AliExpress daily, and it
Right.
still doesn't come. So if it was out for delivery, it would have come with the other stuff that was ordered way after.
Yeah.
And no reply. No reply whatsoever. And I thought, well, I'm gonna dig them again. So I went on again and I said it again, exactly the same thing. And lo and behold, that drops down in post. So whether they
Right.
sent it again or what, but they've still left it up at that price. So I ordered 2 more.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, might as well. I'm a bit short on funds at the minute, so I daren't spend any more. But as soon as
Put
I've
it in your
been paid, I'll
basket.
be looking
You
into
don't have
it.
to pay for it, at least. Put it in your basket.
Eh?
Put it in your basket on AliExpress. Don't have to buy it.
Right.
Just put it in your basket. Then it's there.
Yes.
Then if the
That's what I'll
price
do.
stays the same, you can just pay for it. It might tell you it's gone up. Just double check. But I would put that in your basket ready.
Yeah.
Don't have to pay for. I mean, I've got stuff in my basket from way back when.
Right.
And occasionally I'll go in. In fact, I put some glitter, and it's rainbow white, if that makes any kind of sense. But it's nice. It's a sparkly one, and it's got the slightest hint of pinky, goldy. I don't know. It's just the slightest tint of colour.
Right.
And I put it in. That's because I thought, oh, that's not bad. A 50-gram bag. I think it were £3 something. And I thought, well, I don't normally spend that much money on glitter, but I'll put it in. And then I spotted shipping £17.
Oh no, shipping's ridiculous.
I didn't pay for it. I mean, I just took it out of my basket. But yeah, you can watch AliExpress for that, because sometimes it's a real good price.
I told you, didn't it? It was a mould, £7.50 with a hippo mould, £7.50, £40 for shipping.
I know you've got to
I
be
was
careful.
like, no, I'm not paying £47.50 for a mould.
Well, I ordered, the Mickey Mouse shelfie thing I told you I'd ordered. I put it in my basket. I got a link from Steph Stoker off Facebook for this particular one, and I went on to Ali and I ordered it, put it in my basket. It said underneath thing free shipping. Went into my basket to pay for it, and it was £21 £21 shipping. So I thought, I'm sure it said free shipping. So I went out again and had another look. Free shipping. Went back into the basket. £21 shipping. So I got rid of it.
Yeah.
And then
was the UV resin? There was shipping with the UV resin.
The shipping with it, yeah, but it only takes it up to about £5.
Right.
I mean, you'd pay 3 times that off for that size. You would pay 3 times that in Amazon usually. Yeah. I mean, that sounds like you've got a good deal with that one. But my problem here is I've got that much stuff. I've not got anywhere to put it to store it. So really, if I can get a 200-gram bottle cheap enough, I mean, I can store that one bottle on the shelf. The other, whereas if I've got to look for a storage space for 5 bottles, I'm schnooked because I ain't got it. I don't have a storage room.
Well, it comes in a nice little box, so I'm just keeping it in the box.
It does, but it's just the size of the box. I wouldn't have anywhere for it to just be down here outside of me.
Yeah. Well, at the minute, I've got stuff everywhere, but my daughter's, as I said, my daughter's moving out.
Yeah, you said.
So I get her room. Yeah. So all my craft stuff will go in there.
What happens when they want to come and visit you?
Sorry?
Where they're going to sleep when they come down and visit you?
The floor.
I was thinking about that last time you said your daughter were leaving and you were going to use her room, and I thought, wonder where she's going to put them to sleep when they visit.
Well, my other daughter's got a double bed and there's room in her room to put something on the floor.
All right. That's all right then.
So there's plenty of room for them to sleep.
Yeah. I'm just joking,
brother. Tomorrow's going to see them, I think, than them coming down to see us.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Same with us. It's always been us that's got to do travelling.
Yeah.
To visit. Oh dear. But I mean, our Claire's not bad actually. She's good. She takes me shopping on a Tuesday, and there's not one time ever where we have not burst out laughing in supermarket and everybody's like looking round at us thinking, oh, what's up with them two? But we absolutely have a right laugh when we shop.
Mm.
I think we're loonies. Well, we are loonies as far as that goes, because she takes
Yeah.
her mother.
Well, you've got to have that kind of relationship. I'm the same with my
Oh my
girls.
God. I
But
mean, it's our relation. I mean, we've always had a good relationship, don't get me wrong, but it's got so much different, better as I've got older and as she's got older. I mean,
yeah,
she'll think, she says, oh my God, Adam's 18 in January. And I'm like, Claire, you're 46 now. And I mean, I'm only, and then thinking, shit, I'm 70 next.
well,
So,
I'm 49. My next birthday in October
yeah.
is 49.
Mine's a big 7-0, I'm afraid. Mind you, I'm not worried. I think I've had if I reach my 70th birthday, I shall feel like I've had my fair share, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I won't feel deprived.
I'm after a bed sofa, Jackie. I'm thinking that might work well because especially once I get my craft gear upstairs, we'll have a lot of room in the dining room, which is mainly an office for my husband, and I use it as a crafting area. But once I move upstairs for my craft, that means downstairs he's got the majority of it for an office, but we'll also have room for a settee.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Actually,
my daughter's settee's coming in until she moves, so we'll get used to having a settee around, and then hopefully that'll make my husband think, oh well, a sofa bed will be like a good idea.
yeah, it will. Only thing I would say to that is we got a sofa bed for Ernie's mother. That was my late husband. She was living on her own because her husband were in hospital. Ernie's dad were in hospital, and she was very, very poorly. And I didn't like the idea of her staying on her own because it were a bit of a rough area. I mean, they've been there since all of Ernie's life, so they've been there many, many years, but it's got rougher and rougher as time's gone on. People, younger ones coming in and not very, some of them not very nice people. And I didn't like the idea of her being in the house on her own. So I said to Ernie, I said, look, I'm going to start staying at your mother's till at least your dad comes home or whatever, whichever comes first. And I did. And we managed to get her a bungalow. But we had a sofa bed at her house, but we had one of them that folds out, just
Yeah.
fold over, and then you put cushions on it, and it weren't very comfortable. But we ended up getting a sofa bed for our spare room because when Claire moved out, she took her big double bed with her. So we bought a sofa bed just in case we ever needed it for company coming. Because I'd had visitors from Australia a couple of times,
Right.
So I bought a sprung one that time with a soft mattress, and that was better wearing. So just, a sofa bed, sprung sofa bed is better than just a flop out one,
Excuse me, everybody.
quality wise.
I'm just bored. I'll be back in a second. I need a bathroom.
But how is everybody doing anyway? What you working on, Jackie? Have you been doing any boxes that you been watching get made? Is yours a sprung one, Jackie, or is it a fold out one? They just flop over up them others. I'm not keen. I found ours his mother's very, very unpleasant to sleep on, really. But when I bought one, I said, we're having a sprung one. I'm not having, got visitors coming from Australia, and I'm not having a horrible, uncomfortable bed for him because it was my Uncle Les that slept in there, and he were getting on in years, obviously older than me. He brought his granddaughter over, which she had little bedroom with little single bed in. That were all right, but he had to have his own room, which was only right because his granddaughter was what was she, 14, I think, when they came over. But yeah, I think sofa beds are always handy if you've got, you think you've got company coming to stay. but we won't do it here now. I've got a spare room anyway here with a double bed in it. So if anybody did want to stay over, we've got somewhere for them to stay. But chances of us getting visitors to stay over now, it's unlikely because the only people that's ever used it really was family-wise. That was Harry's sister Hazel. They came over from Spain. They were living in Spain for about 5-6 years or more, and they came over for a visit. And we were the only ones that had got a room where Trevor could get to bed, because Trevor was he's diabetic to start with anyway, and he's also got other issues. He's got he's got dementia for sure, and he can be a bit difficult. Well, because he's a big heavy bloke to start with, we got a stair lift so he could get to bed because we got a stair lift. So we were only place he could stay, really. But I said to her, when they gonna? Never again. Never again. She'd back. So yeah, it's always handy to have a spare bed somehow or other.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm just looking for something. Yeah, I've wanted a sofa bed for a while now, but just never got round to getting one. And we've ended up with air beds, you know, and they've always been.
Well, even air beds would be more comfortable. One of them flop out beds, because as I say, I found his mother's very, very uncomfortable. And I mean, I was there for 3 months. They only live round corner from where we lived. I know I ain't got far to go like, but I didn't want her to be in house on her own.
Yeah.
So I stayed with her, because it were until she managed to get a bungalow. And the only way we ended up getting that was because his dad had got to come out. We're ready for coming out of hospital.
Sorry, you're breaking up there, Annie. What did you say?
So the only reason we ended up getting that bungalow so quickly was his dad were ready for coming out of the hospital, and he couldn't go back to that house because it was a really, really old pitch house, and it got us like a very narrow spiral staircase to get upstairs.
Right.
Well, he had on his feet to start with, you know, without having to try and get up and down there. And she never went upstairs anyway for donkey's years. She slept in front room. So we ended up managed to get him that bungalow, and it was just round corner again, so it were handy. And it were a nice bungalow. He only lived 6 weeks after he come home. And then he passed away.
Everything's dropping on top of us. That's the trouble when you craft rooms around you on the dining room table, and you just pile things under the table and
I know
around the table and
all around my feet here.
I know.
I can't.
The new stuff coming, the rubbish.
I do keep having a little shufty round trying to put things in. I can get I get one area tidy, and then I clutter it up again because I've been.
Well, I've just getting a load of stuff from my mum. She was sorting out for she's getting a new boiler fitted, so she needs storage place for some stuff. In other words, anyway, she was she wanted the house sorted so that when it got messy, she would have space, and it would just be a case of then redecorating. So anyway, she was sorting out, and she's given me a bag full of stuff because I wanted to start making some cards, especially for the girls with them moving. You know how you like to give thank you cards for people. So I got myself a starter kit, and I got then my mum gave me a load of stuff. So that's still in a bag under my chair. And I need to sort it out. Now I know where I'm going to put the stuff. It's just getting the motivation to do it, to put it where it wants to go.
You like me, you need a kick up backside to get going. I do. I really do. But then again, you've got similar reasons as I've got for not being able to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you don't always feel up to it. In fact, other day I were really, really down and didn't want to do anything or go anywhere or anything. I really
Started
have.
a new job and kicking people up arse.
Oh, he started a new job. He says kicking people up arse.
All right.
Cheeky sod, isn't he? Go on then, go find
Yeah.
it. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, it's. I keep thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to try and get something sorted, and I do, and I'm giving stuff away, and even now I can't find any extra space. Where's it all coming from?
I
No,
know. But the trouble
things
is,
don't
what
get
you do, the
tumbled
things you
into.
make take up an awful lot of space.
It does. It does. Really, it does. I mean, I've been making boxes on my desk. It's covered in boxes. I've got loads of
Well,
them.
you will make these challenges, you know. You will make these
No,
challenges.
these actually are they're like for things I've made.
All right, yeah.
I've put these fairies. This is a bigger one. This is a bigger. Oh, turn that down a bit. Can you see that? It's not
Yeah.
green. It's sort of a clearish. But it's
Yeah,
got the
yeah. See, that's like a cherubby type fairy,
yeah,
isn't
it
it?
is. And I put a lapel pin on back.
All right.
And I've done quite a few little bits and pieces like that. Can be dual purpose. You know, you can either put a pin on them or a brooch
Yeah.
or a magnet, so that can be
Yeah.
either, you know. So there's many different ways you can utilize things. But I thought it'd be nice to be able to send them out in a decentish box rather than just in a bag.
Yeah.
So that's what I was messing about at yesterday, doing all different ones, seeing, you know, what I can get out of these things. But it's just been an extra second-hand skybox for spare telly in there.
Right.
So now he's going to be fiddling and faffing, and it's going to be in and out, moany. Can't do this, don't want that, can't get other.
That's men for you, isn't it?
Oh God, yeah. So when he sort of said to me this morning, I'm looking at buying another skybox, and my heart sank because I thought, oh, because he does it on Marketplace on Facebook, and he won't type. He's got
Right.
the first keyboard to start with. I don't know. So I had to keep nipping in and out. So, and he's just got back from fetching it. So things could get a bit grisly this afternoon.
Men.
I might start throwing knives later. Hello, baby girl. Are you? Is it boring? He isn't he? It's boring.
So I'm just playing with some resin at the minute.
I love you too, baby. Yes, I do.
Hello, Poppy. Poppy.
Oh,
Hello.
hello, Leslie. She's
Hello,
saying hello.
Poppy. Hello. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I am. Hello. Aren't you gorgeous? Beautiful girl.
Oh, it's hard work being beautiful, isn't it, though? It is. It's exhausting being so beautiful.
It is.
No. You're a little sweetheart, aren't you?
I just thought mine was being so funny. I was in Tesco with my mum when I went to visit about a week and a half ago when my dad was poorly. And we went to Tesco's and I found this plastic, rubbery type plasticky, squashy pig. And when you squashed it, it honked like a pig. And then I thought, it's not going to last in 5 minutes, but it's funny. Well, it's getting a fortnight out of it. It cost me £5, and it's still honking now, but he's put a hole in it. But he loves it, thinks it's great. But now he's starting to pull it to bits. But I thought, it's lasted quite well. Squeaky toys don't last 5 minutes in this house.
Well, she's got squeaky toys, and she tends to chew end out of them, but we went to factory shop not last week before, and I saw this. It was a doggy toy. Oh, beg your pardon, I got their piss. Oh dear. I saw this toy. We're in doggy section, and it's a squirrel.
All right.
And I says to her, "We've got you a Cyril the squirrel." I don't know where that come from. It just come straight out with Cyril the squirrel. Where's Cyril? Where's your Cyril? Is he outside? Is he? Have you left Cyril outside? She knows who Cyril is. But apparently Harry says she's made a little hole in him. It's 30.
Right.
She's made a little, and it's got a right fluffy tail, and she was pulling tail out. Although you can't tell really, because I said, oh, she'll have no tail at all every time she's done, but you can't tell really where it's gone from. But now it's been nibbling at the bodywork, and he says it needs repairing. You've got to have operation, your Cyril, hasn't it? Because somebody's been busy biting him.
Yeah, they do, don't they? We buy, he loves these pheasants. He likes the pheasants. He loves the pheasants and the ducks. So we've been buying them as well. But I saw this pig and I couldn't resist it.
Oh. And you get spoiled with babies, don't you? Hey.
They do, don't they?
Yeah,
you treat them better than you treat your own kids.
Yeah. I don't have any kids now. Even my grandsons, I can't treat them that much. I mean, like I say, Adam's now working, buying himself a car. So he's got his independence now. And our Tom won't be long. I mean, he's 16. I do believe he's 16 in June. So, is it June? No, June. That's right, June. So, you know, they're both growing up so fast.
They do grow up really fast.
This is one of the reasons I wanted to.
I mean, my youngest now is 20.
Yeah. My youngest 44.
Oh, I mean,
you know, that sounds even worse than Claire being oldest.
Yeah. So how's everybody else doing? You're very quiet in the chat.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Jackie, how are you?
Was it free delivery?
What are you talking about,
Jackie? What free delivery? No, the resin wasn't free delivery. It was £2 something, but it didn't take it much above £6 for that. And they're £18 on that's £18 on Amazon for that. Well, for this one. Let me show you which one I've got. With shipping, I got free shipping with that, but it was £18. That's a 200. Mind you, look at difference in bottles, but one's taller. I thought at first I'd been diddled with this because it was thinner, but it's taller. But they're both 200 grand, and that was £18, and that one was just under or just over £6 for the same amount of resin. And when I got it and realised I were going to get it. So I thought I'll order some more while it's at that price. So I did.
And if you're not in a hurry for it, it's not so bad, is it?
Well, this is it. That's one of the reasons. Well, that's one of the reasons I did it, because even though I knew I got that, I didn't know for sure whether that were going to come. Like I said, because it'd been telling me for about 4 weeks that it were out for delivery, and I thought, no, it's not, because it would have been here if it were out for delivery. Why did it not come with all my other stuff I've had to come in? So, but anyway, as I say, it arrived. So, and they've not changed the listing, so I've ordered 2 more. You know.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my deer mode. I can't remember what else I'm waiting for. Some more bags.
I've just done. Where have I put that? Oh, I know where it is. Just a sec. I'm here. I've not left you. Sit down again, then I can't get in. Oh, are you in? Get in. Right. I've just done these.
All right, yeah. Oh, I've ordered. Oh, not with the lights. I haven't ordered the ones with the lights.
No, I bought the lights separate.
All right.
Yeah, from Amazon.
That's nice. Nice.
Is it any better with that on?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one.
And how did you get the colour? How is it separate, the deer? Has it got a separation, or did you
No, I just put sellotape across.
You put sellotape across?
Just put sellotape across there, did that, and gave that for 24 to 48 hours to set.
Yeah.
Then I had to struggle putting my lights in.
Or did you put your lights in before you resined it?
Well, you've got to, otherwise
Yeah.
you can't put them in. I thought I brought some bones. Where's the other one gone? What are you doing with that, Pops? I don't know. I've done one with the oh, it's here. No, it's not. That's one I've just shown you. I thought you just had it in my hand. Probably hadn't then. I've done one with. Oh no, I know what I've done with. No, it's all right. I posted it off one with. No, I didn't. What am I on about? Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
No.
No, you're not on your own. I don't either. I don't know where I put it. I don't know where I put it. I've done a cat one as well. That one didn't work out quite as well, but it still looks okay. Now, the way I put the lights in, I'd already, bearing in mind, I'd already done my deer, and then I took once it had set, I took the sellotape out, and then I had to go round and put my lights in, and you have to fasten them in with UV resin. So you just put your lights in, bend it, put your light in, and then pop a bit of UV resin on, and use your torch just to set it a little bit. Now, it's a good way of doing it. I think it were actually your idea that you told me to try that.
What, the glue?
With the putting UV resin in.
Oh no, I suggested glue.
Oh, did you? Right, no. Well, the thing is, you can't put glue on and then put your resin in, because your glue would come out when you took it out of the mold. So because it doesn't, the glue doesn't stick to resin.
Oh no, I was suggesting the glue to separate the two.
Oh yeah,
that's a different thing. Are you talking about the lights?
That's right, you did. I did. That's what I did with that. Then I did it with that one. The only thing is, you've just got to make sure, because again, it doesn't really attach to the silicone mold.
Right.
But if you put enough glue in and try not to handle it too much till you've actually got your resin in and set, it does work better that way.
Right.
Better than the sellotape.
Right.
So that was a good idea, and I thank you for that, because I did use it for that. But the cat one, I was struggling getting these lights in to stay down flat while I were waiting for UV resin to dry.
Right.
Waiting for epoxy resin to dry. And when I poured it in, it sort of lifted wires up a little bit, and I did try to push it down and hold it down. But it was a bit of a struggle.
Right.
But I did manage it eventually, but you can just see wires of it. But then again, at a distance, you won't be able to, because you'll be looking at the right side rather than the wrong side, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, and your UV resin and your normal resin don't mix well either.
Don't they?
No, you can tell where UV resin's been on here.
Right.
You can actually see there's like a bit of a. Can you see that little bit of a hollow there? Look.
Yeah.
That's where UV resin was.
Right.
Other one, there's a bit more there. That's where UV resin was. There's like a bit of a mark.
Right.
Now, the only other way I can get around that, probably, if and there, my wire's exposed there. Can you see?
Right.
That's where UV resin was. And only way I think I'm going to be able to get rid of that is doming it. Trying to dome it carefully.
Yeah.
Because it's on an edge. So what I'll do is I'll put a bit of sellotape across that bit so it doesn't go over edge. because that area is lower than top.
Yeah.
But I shall do it that way and see how we go. I just thought to show you them while I thought about it.
Yeah,
'cause
that's great.
They are
It's a good idea,
nice.
putting the lights in. I think I'll
Right,
do
these
some of that
lights.
myself.
14 lights. They're all got batteries in.
All right.
Come like that.
Where'd you get them from? Amazon?
Amazon. Let me just have a look. I'll see how much you paid for them. I think it were £14 something. Where are we?
Yeah, right, love.
Yeah, £14.99. £14.99 they were.
That's
This
not bad. Was that including postage?
it's Prime. I'm on Prime, so
Oh, right. Oh, well.
are you not on Prime?
I don't know. I don't think so, no.
Oh, your Prime would pay for you. It's £79 a year to be on Prime, and
I used to be on Prime.
Well, I was spending more than that on delivery for different things.
Yeah.
Whereas now most things, it's free delivery because I'm on Prime, and it's next day.
Right.
So it pays for itself, Lise. It's not worth not being on Prime.
Right.
Really. It's not. And apart from that, you could even get movies and things like that on Prime.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I watch my movies on my PC because there's stuff you don't like to watch.
Yeah.
You know.
I watched Cruella last night.
Oh, did you? Have you seen it? Oh, I wonder what that was like. Is it good?
It's actually not too bad, yeah.
All right, good.
It gives you a different slant on who Cruella de Vil is.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good, that. I wouldn't mind seeing that myself. I'll wait for it coming on Prime. It's free.
Well, this was on Disney
Plus.
My friend has Disney Plus, and she's given me the login details.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I use her Disney Plus. So I watched it on that last night.
All right. That's nice then.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go, Annie, because everybody's starting to come in from work.
All right.
And whatnot.
So
thank you very much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to sub if you haven't already done so.
Yeah, leave a thumbs up on your way out.
Leave me thumbs up. I really like me thumbs up. Thank you. Any criticism or any suggestions on anything, it's always welcome. Just remember to be honest, polite, and respectable.
That's
as
right.
always.
Yeah.
And if you have subscribed before, like our Annie, she was one of my first, then thank you very much for putting up with me all this time, Annie.
Oh, we love
everybody else. Thank you for all your advice and your help. And I'll keep you informed as to how these bags go and how everything goes. I will have a go at that cactus, although I might have to look up some more instructions on how to actually where to put the threads. But I'll have a go and we'll show you what that's like. And on that note, I love you and leave you.
All right.
And as I always say, please remember to pass on a smile if you get the opportunity to. I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.